Good morning. So I just got out of anatomy lab and I'm waiting for the bus to go home so I can wash off this dope man cologne, also known as formaldehyde. And so that's what I'm up to right now. It's much better today. And we resected a lot of the back muscles, trapezius, the latissimus dorsi, major and minor rhomboid muscles, the levator scapulae, and we also found the quadrangular space, the triangular interval, and the triangular space. So that's kind of what we were up to for the last 3 hours. I'm a little sweaty and I'm gonna go home and take a shower and eat some lunch. So this is my life right now. Hey, what's going on, guys? So I just got back from medical school and today is Tuesday, so it's my second day of my second week right now. I had anatomy this morning and this afternoon I wrapped up my Tuesday with a course called Essentials of Clinical Medicine, otherwise known as ECM. And basically in this course, as I noted before, they teach you how to be a clinician and teach you how to take a patient history and give a physical exam. Now we're getting into the skills that a physician would need to do that effectively. And the paper that we were assigned for the reading today basically it was a paper that was published by several physicians who joined together and basically did some literature research and came up with 4 habits that they could all concede as being practical and effective skills for any physician to have to maximize the amount of information they can extract from a patient and increase their quality of care, the care they give to the patient. So that's basically what the premise of the entire class and lesson was today. So we meet in small groups and basically our group talked through the paper and then we talked about specific scenarios where we can use these different habits, is what the paper titled these domains, and then it gave specific skills and strategies to use in each domain or with each habit. So basically we went around our group and we took turns role-playing as a physician or a patient, and then we were basically graded, verbally graded on our performance as a physician with a patient. And it was quite curious to see that we all have a different kind of dynamic when we're interacting with patients. We all have our certain habits already. We're trying to understand these other habits that we read in the paper. And each of us as an individual, one of the 12 people in our group, each one of us, we have our own personality and our own habits, and that can kind of play into how we interact with our patients, which I think is really important and really interesting. We got into some very intriguing conversations, and I wish that we had more time, but I'm sure that as you can guess that a lot of the issues and the conversations we had to deal with medical ethics and morality and self-reflection and philosophy. And at the end of the day, these are kind of the underlying sources of a lot of what these papers are trying to get at in treating our patients. And what's really interesting is that comes down to the theory of ethics and what actually ethics is. And so that's really interesting. I'm going to leave it at that for now. If you're interested in ethics, or you're interested in a class like ECM or Essentials of Clinical Medicine, be sure to let me know. I can certainly let you know more about that and do make more content about specifically that, because that's something I'm really interested in. And so if you're interested in that, sure, just link in the or make a comment, and I will do what I can. So I just got home. I'm pretty much up to date with my anatomy. I could do some more, so I might do a little bit, draw brachial plexus or 3 a little bit later. Right now, I'm going to look over some slides quick, just skim them, and then I'm going to watch a lecture on histology. I studied histology for a while when I was doing research prior to medical school, and I use a microscope a lot in culturing cancer stem cells. So that's kind of where my expertise lies. So I'm not really too stressed about histology. It's kind of interesting review and kind of filling in all the nitty-gritty stuff about cell microscopy and cell anatomy. So that's really what I'm going to be doing right now. So I'm probably going to take around 40 or 50 minutes of study time, and then I'm going to probably eat some food or eat some dinner, and then I will probably settle down. I have to get to school in the morning by 8 a.m. We have a new course that's being presented to us, and it's basically about a long-term project. Apparently our medical school has an initiative to make us more community-based physicians, so we're going to be doing some long-term projects with the community. So we can design our own, or we can choose one that's existing and carry it on from a previous year, or we can search out different programs offered through the community where we could work and make specific contributions. So that's what I have tomorrow, and I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I have some ideas. I think I might want to do my own ideas, so we'll see how that works out. My contribution. So I think mine will be population based. I'm not exactly sure. We'll see. I'll let you know though, for sure. That's something I'm really interested in too. I love research because research is kind of, you can use time against itself, and so you can have a lot of different experiments going and still be doing other stuff. So that's the really cool part about research that appeals to me. That's what's really satisfying and fulfilling for me, is that strategy and tactics, and also timing and prioritizing. It's really something that, in data analysis, that's something that's really, really interests me. So that's what my background. Anyways, that's why I'm not stressing too bad about histology, because I've used many microscopes. I've even made my own slides for my own tissue. So I've used immunofluorescence to localize proteins. So I'm kind of I could say that I'm experienced in histology proper. So just taking the class, kind of more a formal training. So I think it accents my field training quite well. And so, as I was saying, right now I'm gonna hang out, watch a lecture, skim some slides. and then I'm just going to relax and just chill out. So I will catch up with you a little bit later, and stay tuned.